Hey guys, welcome back. It is week 2, day 6 of our LSAT challenge. Congratulations, you've made it through the first 2 weeks. So no matter where you are during this process, hopefully you've noticed some improvement in the last couple of weeks through these targeting exercises. Feel free to reach out with any questions, comment on the video, send me an email. We can troubleshoot any concerns that you have. I'm very proud of you for making it to this point. It's really impressive to dedicate yourself to anything repetitively for any length of time, so be proud of yourself for showing up. Today, our goal is 15 seconds of airtime in LSATs on blocks. This is cumulative time, so nobody's asking you or expecting you to hold it for 15 seconds just out of the gate. It may be 1 second lift, and cheer that on and be proud of that. That's a huge accomplishment. A really, really big thing to celebrate is when you get your first lift of the heels off the mat. It's huge. So celebrate it. And every second after that, you're building strength and building endurance and getting closer to your goal. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to demo 15 seconds of airtime all in a row, and then we'll break it down into a few different ways that you may find to get your 15 seconds in. This might take you all day long to do, and that's perfectly fine. You can plop down on your mat or on the floor and try lifting up in your LSATs 1 second at a time for 15 repetitions. It doesn't matter. Just do your best and put all you have into it. So I'm going to go ahead and scooch over with my blocks and get started. Stretch the wrists out. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but it is cold where I am. Got my fuzzy socks on, and my joints are always just a little bit slower to get moving in the cold. So it helps to stretch them out a little bit. Give them some space, get them some circles. Get your blocks set up, one on either hip. Sit up nice and tall, sit bones right underneath your body. Pull my sleeves up here. Okay. Pressing down, pulling back, and lifting those heels off the ground. So you may be just barely here, and that's totally fine. The most important thing to remember in this is to pull those hips back. So you'll notice, I don't think I have the shoulder strength to hold it going forward like that, but you may be really far forward like this. And the most important part is pulling those hips back behind you. I think that was 15. Oh, I was talking for a little bit longer than the timer was going. So, let's break down the sensations for what it may feel like for you on your first lift off. If you're not there yet, don't worry about it. It took me a couple of weeks to lift off, and I was doing substantially more exercise than we're doing just in this challenge. So don't judge yourself on the timeline. There's no comparison. There's no right or wrong answer. Just be where you are in the process. Okay, so spreading our fingers wide, yogi fingers. We're going to press specifically into this part of the hand. You're also going to try to press through each knuckle like you're pressing down, almost like your hand wants to go the reverse direction, and bend your hands backwards like your fingers are coming towards your face. So we're going to spread our fingers as wide as we can. It's okay if the tip of your pinky or your thumb comes off the block. That's fine. Your hands may be wide enough if that occurs, and that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Press down, and you're going to engage here before you even lift up. So think about engaging along the side right here, pulling the pelvic floor up, wrapping the TVA around the stomach, your anterior weight belt. So we're pressing, we're engaging, then we're pushing down to lift up, and for further engagement in the TVA, we're pulling our hips back. Now when you transition into the lift, you're going to lean back a little bit, and that's just going to pull your legs up off the ground, and then you can pull your legs up. That takes a little bit more hip flexor strength. So if your hip flexors haven't developed that strength yet, you may just lean back a little bit, get the heels off the ground, and that's a perfectly fine place to be. If you don't get the lift off, that's okay. Go ahead and practice your repetitions of the LSAT prep with your heels still on the floor. That's exactly what you need to get to the point of liftoff. So just keep applying that. You can repeat any one of the repetitions for the first 2 weeks to build strength there. So just give it a shot. Show up and do your best. And if you get liftoff, awesome. I'd love to hear about it. It's a very exciting thing. I celebrated mine. You should celebrate yours too. Feeling that 15-second hold. It's hard work. So thank you so much for showing up for yourself. Be proud of what you're accomplishing. And have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for a rest and recovery session for our very last day of week 2, and we'll get ready to roll into week 3.